Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your early morning, yes, early morning, unfortunately. WrestleMania 41 Night 2 review. Complete 180 compared to Night 1. Alright? Complete 180. Considered a non-existent build, a terrible build, the show had no right to be so much better than it's supposed to be, let's just say. Complete 180 to Night 1. Night 1, besides the main event and even the stupid screwy finish, which is like predictable and I don't really care to see Rollins and Heyman. Night 2, which similar to Night 1, with the screwy finish. Let's just say this, okay. A lot of people now, and I do think this is very exaggerated by the fans, like, despite how the show ended with Night 2, Night 2 was a better WrestleMania than Night 1. And I thought Night 2, in my honest opinion, was a very good show. I honestly enjoyed Night 2. WrestleMania 41 Night 2, if you really take out Night 1 as a WrestleMania, and it was just Night 2, it actually would be one of the better WrestleManias in the past decade. Really, it was actually such a better show. Night 2 was a much better show, despite the terrible build. And I do think that's why a lot of people did not care for Mania. I do think a lot of people are exaggerating the ending. While the show did end terribly, it did have a terrible ending, and we'll get to it. The show, and I do think that because of that ending, people are kind of exaggerating, saying the show sucked. To me, I think people are digging that much to say the show sucked because of that. Or you're just exaggerating, or it is those fans that are going to be, like, complaining about anything. It's funny. A lot of people want to say, I complain too much about wrestling. Zubair, you complain too much. You hate wrestling all the time, blah, blah, blah. Guess what, motherfuckers? I liked the show. I did. So am I really complaining too much? Just saying. It's rightfully so to say, yeah, the ending sucked. The ending was dumb, and we'll get to why the ending sucked. But overall, the show was very good, honestly. I actually enjoyed Night 2 way better than Night 1. Some people complain about certain things because, get it, Travis Scott ruined the main event, which I absolutely agree. I think that is fucking stupid. Orton's opponent, it was a squat. It's like, fucking shut up. Like, the show did include some good matches. The matches were great. They were actually good matches, even though, like, wrestling shouldn't just be about good matches. But hey, it's all good. It's WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania Night 2, a much better show than Night 1. That's what I'll say. So grab your Coca-Colas, drink it magnificently, spot me bitches, go oh shit on the big black couch. Okay? Cheers. John Cena's the fucking champion, ladies and gentlemen. Now you want to make the bitches go, oh shit, on the big black couch, because at least the bitches know John Cena, alright? They know him. Who the fuck cares about Cody Rhodes and that queer ass? Whatever. Alright. I don't think I need notes. I really don't. Because it's just 7 matches and certain things I can remember. I can remember, honestly, on the top of my head, I think. You see, when the show is memorable, you don't need a fucking note, okay? Alright, so the show started, so I missed the first 10 minutes. I'm assuming they started the show with the national anthem or something, and whatever. The show started with the first match. Again, the beautiful stage, as usual. First match, Io Sky, which defeated Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. So Bianca Belair's like, oh, the streak's over, the streak's over, the streak is over. Like, so Bianca Belair lost at WrestleMania. Like she had like some undefeated streak that people and who fucking cares? Whatever. I'm not gonna act like I cared for the match. I really didn't care. So this was the only thing, really, one of the only things I did not really care for the show. It opened the show, so it was a piss break, or just, you know, hey, you don't need to watch the show early. But again, I guess according to the smarts, the match was good. I mean, I saw the match, you know, when I turned it on. It wasn't a bad match. You know, it just, again, false finishes, all that kind of shit. It wasn't a bad match, but, you know, I didn't really care for this match. I know smarts were gonna, you know, they want to pretend this match stole the show, you know, it's women's wrestling, because they're simpy, you know, a lot of these wrestling fans are fucking simp fucks. But again, Io Sky winning compared to these two women, like, I'm sorry, I know all the smarts, you know, they're happy because an Asian chick won, and they're like all like, you know, an anime fetish and all that kind of shit. They're happy, you know, a woman like who resembles Asian anime shit. That's why they liked her winning. Like again, compared to like Rhea Ripley, you know, who looks the part, and even Bianca, they lose. Like, how does that make any fucking sense? I don't know. It is what it is. They basically ripped this off, like, compared to, like, Benoit and, you know, Triple Nichols. I mean, obviously the match was never as good, it was going to be as good as that match, but, you know, it's whatever. But anyways, Io won, I don't really care, but whatever, it is what it is. It just, someone backstage definitely has a hard on for Io Sky, that's for sure. Second match, Drew McIntyre defeated Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. The match was good. It was a good street fight. Was it a bit short? Yeah, but I mean, it was good. I'm happy that the match ended and didn't have so many false finishes. I like that a lot. So that's what I liked about this match. This match wasn't too long. I mean, if you really think about it, it could have been a longer match, but it wasn't too long, which is not a bad thing. You know, a lot of matches nowadays tend to be very long. This was not a too long street fight. This was fun. And, I mean, would have been nice to see a little blood. Yeah, it would have made some sense, but hey, you know, I'm not complaining. This match it was a good match. You know, McIntyre won. McIntyre deserves a win. You know, won clean. He won with a claymore with a onto the chair in the corner. Very good. He used steps. He used some tables. Damian Priest he did the Razor's Edge, drew the table. McIntyre kicked out. Priest was about to do a sort of old school type of move, dedicating to the Undertaker, but then McIntyre pushed him through the two stacked tables. Good match, you know. Fun street fight match. A good way to get them on the card, you know, and their backstory. It makes sense. You know, it was a good match. Good to see McIntyre got a win. And they kind of sold it about how Damian Priest got like hurt, like, you know, he was selling it. So I like that. I really like that. The third match, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Mysterio, motherfucker, dirty. Oh shit! Look at this little guy, man. Freaking guy got freaking really grew up. Defeated Finn Balor, Penta, and Braun Breaker in a fair four match for the Intercontinental Championship. Fucking Dominic Mysterio, guys, won the Intercontinental Championship, and the fucking fans were fucking happy. This match was very good. Alright, this match was very good. Not surprised, like, with Dominic winning, because they're clearly doing something like they're trying to have the Central Judgment Day. But regardless, this was a very fun match. Braun Breaker is a fucking badass. This was a way to probably get the title off of him, and at least he was not pinned. But Braun Breaker's a badass. Everyone in this match was cool. Um, they had an entrance. How can I forget? Oh, how can I forget? The second match with Damian Priest. So they had the guitars from Slayer. It sounded like shit when he was trying to play with Damian Priest's theme. It's like, ugh, whatever. McIntyre came in like a gladiator. This match, you had Penta showing up, Lucha, of course. Dominic came out with a Mysterio mask. Finn Balor came out with a banana. Like what? I don't know. Don't try to compensate saying you got a big banana, because you clearly got some small bananas for the fucking other twinks, okay? Fucking freak bag, I don't know. And Braun Breaker just came out looking like a badass. Yeah, anyways. Obviously some flippy shit, but it was fun. It was a fun match. Braun Breaker freaking a double suplex to Dominic and Finn, which was very cool. Bunch of near falls, which you believe. Braun Breaker did a spear to Carlito through the announce table when he tried to get involved, trying to take out Breaker and everybody. Oh yeah, you had basically Dominic and Finn fought each other rather than teaming up together. And yeah, eventually, what happened? Braun Breaker got hit. Braun Breaker got hit with a coup de grace, and then Dominic a frog splash onto Finn right out on top of both of them, and he pinned Finn. And 1, 2, 3, Dominic's champion, and the fans actually freaking cheered for Dominic Mysterio. I mean, hey, you want to turn Dominic to a babyface now? That's probably the best way to go. Have Finn Balor and the Judgment Day become jealous or something. I mean, even though it's clear they want to turn Dominic to, they want to turn Finn maybe babyface. But I would say they gotta switch it up. Dominic now he's getting cheered. You go with that. The match was good, very good. Definitely a trend so far of good matches. So that's very good. The fourth match. What was the fourth match? Now I need the notes. Fuck. I need the notes back there. I need the notes. Fuck. Hold on a sec. WrestleMania, fight to survive, just like that, Alright, WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. Fourth match, Randy Orton defeated Joe Hendry. A lot of people hated this match was short, and how Orton basically squashed Joe Hendry. Orton came out and he said how, it's my 20th WrestleMania, and I want to see who's gonna accept my challenge. And Joe Hendry come out. While it may be a good moment for for the IWC, for the internet fans, because he's a meme, and I don't hate Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry has talent, and he's the TNA champion. What would have been funny is if this match became for the TNA Championship and Orton wins. That would have been fucking hilarious. I would say the match was hilarious. I liked that this match was not long. Why was this match just 3 minutes? Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? In this world of wrestling, in real life, a fight would not even be past fucking 5 minutes, for crying out loud. So this was the realistic you can do, okay? And the match, come on, it had no story whatsoever, so it makes sense to be a short fucking match. But here's the problem. If you're not a wrestling fan, or if you're just a casual viewer, you're not gonna know who Joe Hendry is. Which is why, why not have someone instead who somewhat the casuals would know, and like a returning wrestler like a Rob Van Dam, since it's fucking 420 for crying out loud. You have him on contract. Where the fuck was Rob Van Dam? He wrestled in the fucking Indies. You don't even bring him. Jeff Hardy, people know, and the backstory with him and fucking Randy Orton, that would have been fucking awesome with this TNA partnership. But no! You gotta deal with those fucking smarks. This fucking IWC shit. Heck, Goldberg would have been a great reaction too, and people were like, hell yeah, Goldberg accepting the challenge? Oh, but Goldberg would have been booed by the... Oh, fuck Smarks, okay? Of course Smarks would have hated a fucking badass, because they always like to fucking see their beautiful vanilla midgets. They love Joe Henry because of his love handles. Like Captain Muffin Top, Cassius Ono, Chris Hero. Ugh, yes, I want to buy that Muffin Top. Who cares? I mean, I like Joe Hendry, but like, come on here. Brock Lesnar obviously would have been fucking badass, you know? Heck, Stone Cold, fuck! Stone Cold was on the show, and we'll talk what happened, but fuck. Whatever. It was 3 minutes. Orton gave him the rub after. So, Joe Henry did his pose, like he did, like, he smiled and RKO. It was meme. It was a memeable moment, and I liked that. I literally got a picture of it. And, yeah, Orton won. He even picked him up. Hey, look, this is WrestleMania. Show yourself, man. And then after that, he gave him another RKO, which was fucking funny. So, that was good. Yeah, that was good. 5th match. Logan Paul defeated AJ Styles. Karrion Kross trying to get involved. That distracted AJ Styles from turning to his evil ways. I liked that the video package where they showed AJ Styles was in TNA. It made me want to, I don't know, it made me want to see maybe a future TNA match with AJ, and he could, we are real, I am, that song. Yeah, Logan Paul, okay, listen. A lot of people were saying this match was going to probably steal the show, and I thought, this was probably going to be a good match too, but this match was definitely probably one of the least best matches of the show. Especially when you expected that these guys would probably have a clinic of a match. But one of the problems of this match, there was no real story between Styles and Logan Paul besides the Royal Rumble. And other than that, this match really, compared to the other matches, was not that good, and the fans weren't really into this match. Logan Paul had such better matches. AJ Styles had such better matches before. This is kind of a trend, but a lot of matches that people want to see with AJ at WrestleMania kind of sucked. The match with Edge was not that great. I mean, I didn't care for this match, but like Nakamura, people thought that was going to steal the show, and that didn't happen. Yeah, some of the matches that AJ at WrestleMania were not good matches. Let's just say that, unfortunately. But again, the guy's getting older, unfortunately. The guy in WWE in an older time. What do you think was going to fucking happen, unfortunately? I guess it's also, again, it's about story, How about have a good story, and that would help the match better? Because let's be honest here, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, because of the story, despite like the in-ring work with Cena, which calling the match when people consider clearly seeing calling the match, guess what? This match is still memorable. So, well, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Logan Paul won. The match was pretty boring, unfortunately. It is what it is. 6th match. Lyra Valkyria, and instead of Bayley, which I'm actually kind of happy that didn't happen. So they did this thing where Bayley got hurt backstage. They're ripping off already again another whodunit storyline. They're ripping it off, and watch, you might say it's going to be probably Becky Lynch and blah blah blah, or maybe it's Lyra Valkyria. It's like, come on. Unless it's like a different wrestler did it, like let's say a person who's not in this equation, like it's gonna be some returning future wrestler, then that would make some sense. You know what I mean? And that would be fine. It just really like Bayley, they're ripping off again. They just did it. They do this all the time. This whole who done it angles, who attacked who. It's like, and then it's gonna be a best friend betrayal. I'm tired of that. You know what I mean? But regardless of that, anyways. Live Valkyria and Becky Lynch. Yeah, so Becky Lynch is back. She returned. She was in the Hall of Fame, so it's kind of like ruined the speculation. They defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel. A good moment, you know, a good moment for the fans. They had to have a little surprise for WrestleMania. I mean, they did have Joe Hendry, but that's for the Smarks. This is for the women and whatever, so that's a little nice surprise, I guess, you know. I mean, and they won the tag titles. Didn't hate it, didn't care for it, but hey, it was there. It was a nice little moment. Didn't really care much for the match, but it was fine, you know. Oh, it was long-term booking, not exactly, but you know. There's some backstory to make some sense with this. Liv Morgan got pinned. Liv Morgan always got them ashes on her legs, bro. But you know, she hot. It's just a darn shame. Always the big things that happen, Liv Morgan loses. But whatever, it is what it is. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin showed up. And he rode his Zamboni, not the Zamboni, he rode his four-wheeler ATV and crashes to a fan. But the fan clearly wanted some money. She felt, it's a fucking bitch. Bitches are stupid, man. Bitches be wildin'. She felt literally 2 minutes, or like, yeah, it was like fucking 2 minutes, let's be honest. Like, she felt like 3 seconds right after, it's like, like, she fucking felt like 3 seconds. Man, bitches be wildin', bro. Like, seriously. She want that fucking cash. Anyways, like, obviously that's an embarrassing moment for Stone Cold, unfortunately. But yeah, Stone Cold, he came out, and he even thought this was dumb to do, but he must have gotten some good cash. So here's the thing, how does this make any fucking sense? So Stone Cold did not show up for last year's Bloodline Rules match for Cody and Roman to show up, but he showed up for this. So no wonder why people may say, hey, it's probably because of the money. Like, Stone Cold must have been paid very good compared to last year then. So Stone Cold showed up and kind of sells out. He literally shows up to announce the attendance record, which is... So, last night was sold out, right? But yet, they said, this is sold out with 2,000 more people. How does the fuck does that make any fucking sense? And then, oh, the combined record of 120-something thousand motherfuckers. Like, shut up. Even Stone Cold thought this was fucking retarded. But, like, come on, it was. And that's where he was there, and he chugged beer, and, yeah, and he didn't even show up for the main event. Which would have made some sense. Like, why not have Stone Cold show up in the main event? Why, out of all the segments, he didn't show up for last year's main event, and didn't show up for this main event? What the fuck are we doing here? Like, what are their priorities for fucking crap? Heck, it would have been fucking awesome to see Stone Cold as a fucking referee for the main event. Maybe that would have been fucking something, don't you think? Fuck! Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I just think they really ruined Stone Cold with this. Like, they're gonna make him like a mascot and shit like that. It's like, come on. Come on here. Anyways, other than that, the main event. The main event, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I remember anything else to say, but the main event. John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes. I was happy. My friend was happy. I will say this weekend, despite like night 1 sucking and whatever night 2 was, it was a fun weekend with the boys watching this, you know. The match was not bad, you know. Sure, Cena speaking on there with the spots, that's a Cena thing, unfortunately. But you know, Cena, like, he rather the wrestlers here. Like, that's the thing with a lot of problems with wrestling, you know. You have to, they work on the fly. So that's the thing with Cena. He works on the fly. He wants the wrestlers to know what's going on. Especially if you're training as a wrestler. You know, it's important to speak through a match. Could have Cena done it better? like to speak on how to do the match. Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's a ring general. Like or not, Cena's a ring general and carries people. Like Cena literally carried Cody. Okay, he carried Cody to how to beat the technician in the match. Not saying that Cody did not do things on his own, of course, but again, Cena speaking the spots, that shows that he's a ring general. Could he do better on speaking? You know what? He's old anyways, who fucking cares? Like, hey, he's helping making this match good. And the match was not bad, despite the, like, if you can ignore the speaking, like, that's necessary, like, they're trying to work spots, whatever. The match was still actually kind of good. So the match was good. You know, there were some false finishes, obviously. Cena was working as a heel. You know, this was the first time Cena worked in as a heel for a long time. He kept getting out the ropes. I just hate that people, like, you know, say he can't wrestle when literally Cena does more wrestling moves than all these vanilla midgets. Especially I hate with Cody. But yeah, he was, again, a ring general. He's actually a ring general. Help Cody get through the fucking match. Cena, he did like his 5 moves of doom slowly. You know, typical though, like with Cody, like interrupting the 5 moves of doom like every other wrestler. Cody did, you know, bunch his typical moveset. Same thing with Cena. I mean, it was a good match. It was a good match. It just, you know, false finishes. Cena opened the ring post. He got hit with, he used it to Cody, but Cody kicked out, which even Super Cena would not have kicked out of that, you know. Anyways, Travis Scott showed up, right when both men kept, like, you know, kicking out each other's finishers. People were hoping to Rock. You see, the fact that Travis Scott interrupted this match and no Rock, it just... Here's the thing. This match ended up sadly being the modern day Hulk Hogan and Sting match. Or not just that. It's like the expression, it's like a WCW type of booking. It was like Dennis Rodman helping Hulk Hogan win a match for the world title, rather than like an actual wrestler or a known wrestler. Like, The Rock should have been in this match. There should have been some actual better shenanigans. The fact that Stone Cold did not show up to maybe do something with Travis Scott would have been something, and then they could have done something. Heck, with Rollins, you know, a lot of people want to talk about the third man. Rollins not maybe helping Cody, not helping Cena would have been a much better ending than this shit. You know what I mean? Now with Rollins being a heel. So, the fact that Travis got involved and costed Cody the match kind of makes Cena's win look cheap and kind of retarded. And it's just like, you tease us with The Rock, and then you have Rock not showing up. It just is so fucking retarded. And it just makes, like, it just pisses over professional wrestling. It really does. Unless you want to say that's heel-ish with Cena. Like, sure, Cena's gonna say, I'm gonna ruin pro wrestling, fine, but can he do it in a better fashion to make it sense within wrestling? Like, why is it with Travis Scott and not maybe The Rock even? You know what I mean? So, Cena won the match by hitting the belt right after, and yeah, Cena's 17-time champion. They kept saying, Cena's officially the greatest of all time, but is this how he wants to be remembered? Like, whatever. And yeah, there you go. Cena's the champion. I mean, that's how the show ends. It ends with him wearing a belt on his ass. And yeah. No Rock, though. I don't know. Like, why even tease it? Why even have The Rock involved? I don't fucking know. Regardless, though, besides that shitty ending, that was a shit ending. I will not lie to you. Like, the way the match ended with Travis Scott, like, you could have just had Cena, like, maybe beat him with the freaking, oh yeah, Cena acted pussy, with, like, oh, please don't hit me, but then he hit it at Cody with the belt. I mean, I don't know. At least Cena won, you know. How is it that people are just willing to be okay now that Cena is the champion, beating Ric Flair's record? Like, whatever. But anyway, Cena won. That's how the show ended. Yeah. For night 2, despite the ending at 170 so with Travis Scott, that's just fucking retarded, okay? The show was good. Honestly, very good show. Very good WrestleMania throughout the show. Not perfect, but a very good show, my honest opinion. Complete 180, better than night 1. It just obviously the ending very kind of ruined the show. And I think that's why a lot of people like want to say the show sucks because of the ending. I do think people are over exaggerating. Like, I understand why you would hate the ending, but it didn't ruin the show, or it didn't. I mean, if it ruined the show for you, okay. But I really think that people are exaggerating because the show was still actually good up until the ending of the show. You know what I mean? So I was kind of satisfied with WrestleMania Night 2. That's what I'm gonna say. WrestleMania people, when wrestling is good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Raw a little bit, but it's probably gonna be back. It's gonna be probably shit because you know it was WrestleMania. Obviously, they're gonna try to bring out to make the show better, but like watch the show kind of be sucky when they don't have the main stars. I'm just keeping real. Get your gains. Close my Missy Spider Spits. Go. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's I'm done. Gotta say. Till next time. Peace. Yeah. Bye. Very good show, despite the ending, folks. Complete 180 night 2. Overall, if you compare, let's say compare the entire show to night 1 and night 2, if they consider one show, it would have just been a decent show or an okay show. But definitely night 2 is better than night 1, that's for sure. Till next time, peace. Yeah, bye.